Archangel Michael warns the enemy wants to block your blessing. Don't skip this. There's something important you need to know about what's coming next. It's me, your mother, calling you one last time to talk. This is really important. Before you miss your chance, please open it now. Do not scroll past this. Listen to this voice, because it's not just another message that got lost in the noise of the world. The one who made you is calling out one more time before my soft whisper stops. I tried to get your attention by using signs, that soft pull in your heart, and hard times that were meant to wake you up. There were times when other people laughed, when it was quiet, and when your soul hurt so badly that it wouldn't go away. You kept moving, though. I'm calling you again, not because I'm mad, but because I love you. You kept running. You need to take a moment to listen, because this could be your last chance to seize the moment you've been waiting for. You didn't find this message by accident. I brought it to you. You didn't just happen to find these words. Heaven led you to this place. I planned this moment just so my voice would be clear for you. Everything in your life has led you to this point, where grace and choice meet. What you do next is being watched by heaven. As you read, angels are sitting still and watching you to see if this is the time. You will finally let me into your heart. I'm not here to say bad things about you. I'm calling you to come home. When I tried to talk to you, you looked away a lot of the time. It wasn't because you hated me, but because you thought you had more time. You said to yourself, later, when I'm ready, when things are calm, when I've got myself figured out. Later is now, though. And the time you thought you had is quickly slipping away. You didn't pay attention to the whispers, signs, and warnings that came to you in quiet moments and deep feelings. You brushed off the voice that said, "Come back to me," because you thought it was just your mind playing tricks on you. Many times, though, it was my spirit and hand reaching through the noise to try to remind you that you were meant for more. I've seen you go through hard times that should have broken you. My dear, I saw you smile for other people, even though you were sad inside. I saw you look for meaning in things that didn't give you any. There were times when you wanted to give up and your heart told you, there has to be more. There's more. That's me. For this moment, every pain, every question that didn't have an answer, and every sleepless night was me calling you. This message seems like just another post or text, but in heaven, it's called an intervention. Heaven calls it my last chance to show love to the person I care about. This is my last try, not because I'm weak, but because I take my time. I've put up with your wandering, your doubts, your delays, and your other things that kept you from focusing. I saw you pick out your phone, your plans, your pride, and your fears, but not me. But I stayed. If you didn't notice me, I stayed. I stayed when you turned around. I stayed because I love you too much to let you go without giving you one last call. My heart has been waiting for this chance to talk to yours in a clear way. I don't expect you to be perfect. Allow yourself to let go. I'm not asking you to do anything. Really pay attention, please. I have been talking the whole time, but you couldn't hear me because of the noise, opinions, distractions, wants, and doubts from other people have become louder, and my voice has become less clear. I'm making the world quiet just for you right now, though. Speaking in a whisper, I can be heard over the noise, your fears, and your shame. The words I use are different from those of people, who have let you down. My words give life. When I talk, hearts that are dead start beating again. Chains break when I speak. When I talk, peace comes into the place where sadness used to be. That's what's going on now. Child, pay attention to me. This message is important because it's heaven's last chance to help you before the next part of your life starts. Right now you're on the edge of something that will last forever. What you decide to do next will affect more than you can see. I don't want to scare you. I want to keep you safe. I'm not making threats. I feel bad for you. The door that's been open for a long time is ending its stay. There is now only one last chance to come back heal and walk in what I've prepared. This is not meant to scare you, but to wake you up. Today isn't like any other. This isn't just another message. Now is your chance. During your sleep, my angels spoke to you. When you were scared, my spirit touched your heart. I blocked some paths with my hand because I knew where they would lead. It was me keeping you from losing yourself that every time a door shut, a delay happened, or a disappointment happened, I've tried everything to get in touch with you. But I'm not going to force you. Love doesn't force. It calls out. This is what I'm doing right now. One last time, I want you to listen, turn, and let me in. Does that make you feel something? That mix of worry and calm, of shaking and hope. That's my being with you, touching you. You're not making it up. I'm right here. You have felt me before in ways you can't explain. Like when you were about to give up, but were told to keep going. Or when you were crying and felt a warm hug around you. That was me. I've always been close, ready for you to see. I'm closer than your next breath and your heartbeat right now as you read this. You might ask, why now? Why is this message here? Because this is where you need to go. Each time before was a sign. Now is a window of time. You are now in a dangerous space where waiting is necessary. It's not dangerous because of the punishment, but because you might miss what God has planned for you. You've been looking for signs, and now you have one. God, if you are real, talk to me clearly, you said. What am I saying? This is me. I'm putting these words in front of you to get to your soul, not just your mind. My child, you can't get rid of this feeling. A reason why reading makes your heart beat faster, because forever is getting close. This message is very important for your future. In its mercy, heaven is reaching out one more time. Now is the time to make your choice. You can still come back, trust, and start over. Fear or pride shouldn't stop you. Do not believe you have gone too far. It's not too late, but you almost missed the deadline. Say, you are my lamp at night. If His presence helps you find your way, take a look around. As time goes on, the world gets darker. Hearts get colder, and people forget what my voice sounds like. Still, you're reading words that still carry my light and heartbeat. Don't let this moment go by like all the others. This isn't just one more chance. It might be the last chance you have before the door shuts. You have no idea what tomorrow will bring, but I do. That's why I'm reaching out to you now. While there's still time, you wouldn't think twice if you knew how much I've wanted you. Right now, you would fall into my arms if you knew how many times I've kept bad things from happening to you and kept you safe. I was there for you when things got tough, and you didn't even know it. You didn't even know you were in danger when I fought for your soul. Yes, I loved you even after all the times you pushed me away or did something wrong, but I'm still here. Not to tell you what you did wrong, but to tell you what can still go right if you pay attention now. My child, stay, don't leave right away. After getting this far, don't let the enemy take your attention away. Don't leave until the very end. This message could be the one that changes your life. You might not hear this voice again if you leave now. Things might get better if you stay. You get to make the choice, but heaven is waiting for your answer. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community, through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. I've tried so many times to get through to you, my child. I tried to get your attention with so many soft whispers, quiet hints, and sudden stops, but you didn't get it. You knew I was warning you, but you didn't pay attention. You could feel my pull, but you just thought it was a coincidence. You told yourself it was just your feelings, thoughts, and the time. It wasn't though. It was me. When you went the wrong way and your heart felt uneasy, that was me gently pulling at your spirit. I was there to remind you every time you looked up at the sky and felt something move inside you. Life would sometimes slow you down for no reason. I did this to talk to you before you got too far away from where I put you. I've talked to you through what you called random moments so many times. The broken down car before a bad trip, the cut off friendship before it really hurt you, and the chance that didn't come up because it would have taken you away from me. I was there carefully setting up everything to show you that my hand was leading you, even though it hurt. I gave you direction when you asked for it, but it didn't look the way you thought it would, so you didn't pay attention to it. You asked me to send you signs, and I did, but you found ways to get around them. I've been talking, but all the noise in the world has drowned out my voice. Your days are so full of things to do that you've forgotten what peace feels like. There's time for every call, message, and plan, but you turn off the one voice that can really calm you down. Your job, your fears, your goals, and other things that keep you from being present have made your heart noisy with the noise of the world. You chase after things that say they will make you happy, but end up leaving you empty. If you sleep, you wake up tired because your soul has been running away from me. There is no room in your life for the one who gave you life because you have so much going on. I've talked about all of your blessings and the gifts you took for granted. Every morning when you took a deep breath, that was me giving you another day of grace. When people cared about you and help showed up out of the blue, that was me telling you, see, I am with you. When peace came into your heart for no reason, it was my spirit visiting. It was my comfort to wrap my arms around you. When tears came but hope followed. Still, you think my presence is luck. You say, thank you, to fate instead of me. You thought your strength kept you going, but my grace never left you. There were times when I talked about your pain. I wasn't punishing you when things went wrong. I called you again. I broke down what you built on shaky ground, so that I could build you again on solid rock. It wasn't meant to last, so I let some things fall apart. Some people were not meant to stay, so I let them go. I didn't answer some prayers, because they would have taken you far away from me. That's why I was quiet. You thought I was being rude. You cried because you thought I had left you. But I was right next to you, telling you in a whisper, trust me. You still can't see what I'm doing. It took me longer to wait for you to answer. Each time you turned away. I was there for you when you were sad, when you were angry, and when you were quiet. I waited for you to forget about my voice, while you chased after every other voice. There were times when you were too busy, too tired, or too hurt to talk. I stood at the door. I watched you laugh with other people, because I felt empty when you were by yourself. When you said, I'll pray tomorrow. I waited, because I knew that the next day would bring another reason. There was a wait because I love you. I waited because I still want to fight for your heart. Do you know what it's like for heaven to wait? To hold its breath for just one person. My guardian angels saw you go through days. I had planned to be happy, but you made them sad instead. They saw you carry the weight of things I offered to do. They saw you sitting in rooms full of people while you felt like you weren't there. They looked at me, waiting for me to say something. Each time, I said in a whisper, not yet. My child still has a chance to turn. Because I couldn't stand to lose you. My mercy has kept me from punishing you over and over again. Each sunrise has been a new sign that I still have time for you. I've made time last longer for you than you think. I didn't let good or bad things happen that should have, because your heart wasn't ready. I kept you safe from dangers that were never close enough for you to see. There's no reason for me to wait. I'm love, not weak. There is a time for everything, even being patient. There is not much time left to wait. The mercy door, which has been open for years, is starting to shut. Come home before it's too late. My spirit has been calling, even though I'm far away and busy. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. I'm not telling you this to scare you, my love. I'm telling you this to wake you up. You believe you have time. You tell yourself that another chance, another moment, or another message will come along. But I'm crying as I tell you this. This could be your last moment before things change. What you asked for was proof, signs, and clarity. I'm giving them all to you now. This is your sign. This is proof. This is how clear you are. I'm talking to you directly and quickly, because time isn't guaranteed. You aren't promised a lot of tomorrows. Now that you have one, that's where forever starts. I know you've been scared, too afraid to let go, because they don't want to lose control, or get hurt again. But what you gain by coming to me is greater than what you lose. The world told you it would give you everything, but now you're worried, tired, and not sure what to do. Their promise is different from mine. I don't offer short-term help. I offer peace that lasts. I don't take from you just to leave you empty. I take away what's heavy so you can breathe again. I'm not asking you to do anything. I want you to let your heart open. Think about how many times your heart has told you, I need to change. That was me. The more I talk to you inside, the less I talk to you outside. There were times when guilt made you think, times when peace came over you and said, maybe I should pray again. That was me calling. There were times when you pushed it away, and each time I whispered again, waiting for another chance. You haven't been paying much attention to me. Even though I've been close, I know what keeps you from focusing. The stress of your busy life, the desire for love, and the fear of failing have all built walls around your spirit, while ignoring the voice that will always be there. You chase after things that don't last. You keep scrolling to find someone to connect with, but you ignore the person who has loved you since the beginning of time. Whenever you feel lonely, you fill your mind with noise to block it out, but the quiet you fear is where my voice is waiting. You keep running away from being still, but I live in it. I'm not mad at you for being human, my child. I want you to remember that you belong to me. People around you tell you to keep going, trying, and chasing. But I want you to stop and listen for a moment, because chasing the world will take you farther away from the peace your soul really wants. It gets harder to hear my voice, the more you ignore it. But even now, after all the missed opportunities, the interruptions, and the silence, I am still here talking again. Don't take this message as a punishment. It's kindness. One last time, I want to remind you that mercy doesn't last forever, but the mercy in my heart does. As time goes on, the chance to turn away gets slimmer, and the outside world gets louder than Grace's whisper. That edge is where you are now. This is why I need to speak so quickly. I've put things off, kept them safe, and waited, but I can't wait any longer. Soon, decisions will be more important than comfort, and faith will show me who trusted me and who didn't of them. This is not a threat, it is the truth. You now have another chance to choose life. I'm going to hold out my hand again and hope you'll take it. It's not an angry voice. It's the voice of a father who loves you too much to keep quiet. I would rather make you feel bad than lose your mind. I'd rather stop your plans than let you fall. That's why I'm here, begging one last time. Do not wait any longer to come back to me. You've missed my voice before, but now you don't have to. You have ignored my calls before, but now you can answer. You pushed away the need to change feeling before, but now it's come to you as love instead of guilt. You have another chance, but I'm not going to promise you more time again. Do not miss this chance, my beloved, because heaven is still open for you. Because when it shuts down, all that will be left are the sounds of the words you could have answered. I am speaking to you now in a clear, loving, and urgent way because I still think you are worth saving, and I refuse to let another day go by without trying one last time to get through to you. Please pay attention, my child, because I am speaking from the bottom of my heart. My child, I'm not mad at you. It breaks my heart. I have seen you move farther away from me. It's not because you hate me, but because you've been chasing the noise of the world, because you think it will fill the void inside you. I've seen you look for short-term happiness when I was offering you long-term happiness. You spent all your time and energy on things that would eventually fade. But the love that would never fade was right there with you. It hurts my heart because I made you for more than this, for love, peace, light, and me. But you've been chasing shadows, and now they feel like home. I remember the times when your heart was kinder, when you still paid attention to my voice and felt my presence in little things. Sometimes you could find me in the stars, in the quiet, or in the way your spirit moved. Now though, the noise of the world is so loud that it blocks out the whisper of forever. I've been standing next to you, calling out to you, and reaching out to you, but your mind has been elsewhere. That voice that tells you everything, but leaves you empty. They tell you that getting more, becoming more, and impressing more will make you happy. But these things are lies that take away your peace. I, the voice that gives life, can't be heard in your busy world. Do you know how it makes me feel to see you go after things I know will hurt you? Have you ever felt the pain of a dad seeing his kid look for love where there isn't any? I feel that way every day. When you look to the outside world for comfort, I whisper, "Come back to me." When you tell yourself you're not good enough, I whisper, "You are mine." When you feel alone, I whisper, "I am here." The world is making a lot of noise, and your heart has forgotten how to be still. There were times when you were confused, when your heart broke, and when you couldn't sleep. I've cried over you not because I'm mad, but because I miss you. Even the angels cry when they see one of my children walking farther away from the light. Heaven has seen you drift. For them, I have planned peace, beauty, and joy, and they can see how the world tries to trick you, how the lights that flicker and fade make you blind. They can see how you give up on what you were meant to do and settle for less than what you were made for. When you think you have to earn my love, when I've already given it to you, it breaks my heart. Fear telling you that I've forgotten about you breaks my heart every time. I have never left your side. Come, and I'll believe what you say. God, if you can hear his soft voice, I've seen you build your life around things that don't work out, my love. You give your whole heart to people who don't get you, to plans that never really work out, and to dreams that promise happiness, but only leave you feeling empty. When you finally reach your goal, your soul still feels hungry. You want to be liked, but it never lasts. You spend your time on other things, so you don't have to deal with the ache in your spirit that says, there must be more, which is me calling you home, not because I want to punish you, but because I want to remind you that my love is the only thing that will ever make your heart feel at peace. There were times when I tried to stop you, or put up barriers to keep you safe, but you thought I was against you. You got mad when doors shut. You thought I was quiet when people left, but I kept you from going down paths that would have broken you beyond repair. Feel safe when you thought I had forgotten about you. I saw every option, every mistake, and every move, but I stayed. Even though your heart turned away, mine stayed open. I stood on the edge of your chaos, ready for a look, a whisper, or a cry that would let me back in. You have no idea how many times heaven has seen you cry. I caught all of them. I've seen you cry alone, because you're tired, and because you feel like no one really sees you. I saw you then. I cared when you thought no one did. I saw it when you thought no one else did. I tried to make you look at me, but I couldn't. Because you have to choose to love someone. I couldn't make you love me. My eyes were filled with tears, and my heart was full of love. I waited for you to turn around and remember where home is. I didn't turn my back on you every time you picked the world over me. It was my hope that one day your heart would be still enough to hear me again, that I would follow you into your dark places. When you tried to fill your empty space with short-term things, I stood nearby and whispered, "I am here." When you were distracted from your pain, I said in a whisper, "Let me heal it instead." You didn't hear me, though. You thought I was far away because I didn't talk like everyone else, which is loud and in a hurry. But I've always spoken with peace and honesty. You have no idea how sad love can make you feel. My sadness is not the sadness of being punished or let down. It's the sadness of want. I miss you like the sun misses the morning. I want your heart to feel that warmth again when I'm with you. Hope your eyes get bright again, your happiness comes back, and your soul is free again. I remember the sound of your laugh before everything in the world made your heart hurt. You used to trust and pray with the faith of a child. I remember that. I remember how your spirit danced in my love before you stopped believing because you were afraid. It hurts me to see how much the world has hurt you. The people who hurt you, the times when you were lied to, and the words that made you doubt yourself were not mine. I never meant for those scars to be on your own. I cried with you when you were hurt, when you thought no one cared, and when you thought your pain didn't matter. You pushed me away because you thought I didn't get it. I wanted to take it from you and hold you until the tears stopped. Still, I get it better than anyone else. It's clear that I know pain like no one else, because my hands still have cross marks on them. I dealt with your pain for a long time, before you even knew it. My heart hurts for how far you have gone, even as I speak. You've built walls around yourself to stay alive, but I can't get through them. You've learned not to trust anyone, but that means you can't trust the one person who would never betray you. I'm not mad at you for this. I understand why you put up those walls. I understand the pain that made you feel like you needed to keep yourself safe. But I'm knocking softly and asking you to let me in. I'm not here to destroy what you've built. I'm here to heal what made you build it in the first place. Being sad is not a sign of weakness. It's the strength of love that won't give up. I feel sad because I love you. It makes me sad that you matter. I feel sad because I know how great you could be if you trusted me again. I can see the freedom, peace, and joy that are waiting for you after you let go. I see the beauty I put in you still glowing under the pain, ready to rise again. It breaks my heart to see you settle for less when I can see your hope, your purpose, and your future. When someone makes something, they don't know how it feels to see it chase everything but them. People keep building towers that fall down chasing dreams that kill them, and loving things that can't love them back. My voice is heard through sunsets, kindness, mercy, and the truth, but it is still not heard. The outside world is now louder than my spirit, and hearts aren't sensitive to the sound of grace anymore. I have been ignored by pride, distracted by other things, and silenced by ease of access. I was given up for screens, noise, and short-term thrills. I still reach, though. I'm still talking. I'm still waiting. My child, you think I'm quiet, but my silence has been the sound of mercy waiting. You think I'm far away, but I've been closer than you thought. I saw you stand on the edge of disaster and keep the flood from happening. Sometimes I put my hand between you and things that would have destroyed you when you were going down bad paths. I saw you play with risk and still held you in my arms with grace. I call it love, you call it luck. You might call it luck, but I see it as divine protection. I've been stopping you from seeing yourself. When you don't accept grace, heaven cries. It's not that grace is weak, it's that grace wants to save. They are happy when one soul turns back, because they know what it costs to be rebellious. They know what it looks like when hearts turn down love. They know what it's like to live without me, and they never want that for you. I never meant for that to happen. That's why I keep calling, talking, and reaching out to you even when you don't answer. I'm still not done with you. My love won't let you go until they've tried one last time. That's because you haven't seen yourself through my eyes. You may feel like you don't deserve this kind of love. What you see as failure, I see as possibility. I see grace, you see guilt. I see the future, and you see the past. I still want to give it to you. It's not over with my sadness. It's the start of hope. If you would just stop running, I will still call, wait for you, and be ready to hug you. Though I know you've heard this message before, please listen with all your heart this time. It could be the one that changes everything. Come on, my child. Come before the world's weight breaks what I can fix. Come quickly, before time takes away what I'm ready to add back. Please come before the noise gets too loud and drowns out my voice. I'm still here. Open arms and a broken heart. I wait for you to remember that you were always meant to be mine. Listen up, my child, because what I'm about to say will weigh on you forever. This message isn't just a joke. It's not like that. It's a holy meeting between your time on earth and heaven. You're not just reading these words by chance. You have entered a holy space where my voice urges you to make a choice. Before the door to what I have planned for you shuts, this is not just one message. The message could make a huge difference in your life. You are in the last bit of my mercy before the next chapter starts, and I beg you to listen before it will be too late. This is the last call for what I have been planning for you before the door shuts. This season is different from the ones that came before. The time of never-ending waits is almost over. There is less and less room for grace, which has been kept open out of love. I've been whispering dreams, a calling, and a purpose into your heart. They are all waiting for one word from you. Yes, but every time you hesitate, question, or say, later, you run the risk of missing what I planned for right now. It's been a long time, but now is your chance to move, let go, come back, and make up your mind. It gives me hope that you'll share this video, even though the odds are against you. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step, your abundance awaits.